So, and then the first stage is the spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening, as Kaiser explains, this is the beginning of your spiritual journey. As you start to question everything you once knew, you begin to clear certain things out of your life. Like whatever's not serving you, get rid of it. It could be habits, relationships, old belief systems, and you invite new, more enriching things in. You may feel like something is missing, but you haven't quite figured it out yet. During this phase, it's common to feel lost, confused, and down. So that's the beginning of the spiritual awakening. Then the second part is the dark night of the soul. That's the second stage. The second stage of spiritual awakening is kind of what sounds like a very rough patch. This is the hardest one, the lowest patch. In fact, in many ways, this is when your soul is recalibrating, stripping away all aspects of the ego. It's very challenging, but once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, forcing you to make a real change. So it's like the dark night of the soul is the hardest part. This is the part when you lose everything. You lose everything and you have to start over. And it's hard. Like you don't want to lose everything. But that's the only way you can start from zero and go up. Like there's nowhere to go but up from here. So you have to lose everything in order for you to gain. Everything is going to come back. So, and then the third stage is the sponge stage. Once you've made it through the dark night of the soul, you're ready to begin creating your new and improved awake life. In the third phase, it's about trying things on for size and exploring. Kaiser says you'll begin branching out, trying different hobbies, religions, relationships, etc., as you figure out what meshes with your spirit. So this is the sponge stage. This is when you're absorbing things and you're trying things out. You're trying new things out to see, just to see how it goes. So this one is, wow, Satori, the Satoru self. As Kaiser explains, Satori is a Japanese Buddhist term for awakening or comprehension, derived from the Japanese verb Satoru in the Zen Buddhist tradition. It refers to kensho, or seeing into one's true nature. In this phase, you begin not only to recognize but honor and embody your true nature through your gifts, skills, and talents, the Satoru self. This one is, wow. So it's seeing your true nature, like seeing how you are. It's the phase when you begin not only to recognize, but you honor and embody your true nature through your gifts and talents. So this is when you come to the self-realization of who you really are. So you done went through the dark night of the soul. Now you're awakened and you are absorbing things, and now you see yourself for who you are, the Satoru self. Like, okay. So number 5, soul sessions. Soul sessions. You think you've reached enlightenment yet? Not quite. The 5th stage, which Kaiser refers to as the soul sessions, can take some time. You're building the actual structure in your life through which your spirit can thrive. This can take some trial and error and lots of different strategies. During this time, which can take years or even decades, oh my God. By the way, your soul is growing and healing as you discover the routines and rituals that work for you. So you're always going to be going through the awakening. You're always going to be evolving, healing. Wow. So you think this is it. Like you think you're awakened and now you know like what's up. Like no, you don't know what's up. You're always going to be going through an awakening. You're always going to be learning. You're always going to be going through things. And that's called the soul sessions. You're always going to be learning. It says it can take years, even decades. Your soul is growing and healing as you discover the routines and rituals that work for you. So what is best for you? It can take some time. Wow. So number 6, the surrender. The surrender. This is the second to last step. So there's still another step after this one. The surrender. The second to last step in the awakening process. Surrendering is all about releasing any remaining structures, beliefs, or facets of the ego that are keeping you from your truth. By this point, you've gotten to know your soul. You've figured out a lifestyle that works for you. But there still may be people or habits that hold you back. This is where you will release them so you can fully step into your power. So this is surrendering. You have to surrender. The second to last step. So then there's still another step. So you have to release all the things that do not serve you, all the things that are not helping you grow, heal, evolve, and become a better human being. So, and then this is the surrender. This is when you have to let it go. All of those bad habits, the thinking, the beliefs, the structures. This is when you have to let it go. You just surrender, like, fuck it. Like, just get out of here. Release what doesn't serve you. Oh my God. So number 7, this is the awareness and service. And finally, we have awareness and service. Kaiser says this is full awareness of your own divinity in every moment. As you flow through life with grace and clarity, you live in service to others, which brings you great happiness and contentment. Like, okay, so that's the final stage, is awareness and service. Like, you just know, like, you know everything. Full awareness of your own divinity in every moment as you flow with life with grace and clarity. So this is the final stage. Like, this is the best part. Like, when you flow through everything, you're flowing through life with grace, with clarity, like, you know what the hell is up. And you live in service to others, like, you help others, which brings you great happiness and contentment. Like, you're okay with it. Okay, so this is the last part. So let's see, how to make space for a spiritual awakening. While it may not be easy, many would attest that spiritual awakenings are well worth the effort. So if you want to make space in your life to start your spiritual journey, Richardson recommends developing daily, weekly, or monthly spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, and gratitude. Those are examples. In addition to that, people find you resonate with spirituality that you can talk to. So you have to find people that are like-minded, that you can talk to about spirituality, because not everyone is awake, not everyone is awoke. Like, they're still in this 3D world and they don't know what's going on. Like, they don't know what's up. So it's like, it's not hard to find a person, but when you find someone that is on your same level, it's like, oh, it's the best feeling. Find people you can resonate with spiritually, that you can talk to. She suggests you can look for books or podcasts about spirituality that resonate with you as well. Practice self-love and compassion. So you always have to love yourself. Self-care is important. Be gentle with yourself and trust the unfolding. All spiritual awakenings occur to guide us back into balance with our true self. She adds to also pay attention to your inner guide and intuitive nudges. So it's like, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is never wrong. They're helping you harmonize and remove what no longer is authentic in your life. So it's like this is a time you have to pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition, that's God warning you, giving you a warning, and you have to pay attention to your intuition because it's a warning. It's, you have to listen to it. A lot of people don't listen to their intuition. That's why things go wrong and they end up going through hell. I know. Sorry, this is the last part. Okay, 3353. The bottom line. Spiritual awakenings are complicated, profound, and nothing short of life changing. In the best way, while they may not be easy, they will improve your life for the better with patience, trial, and error. And a bit of time, if you find yourself in one, all you do is trust the process. Hang on tight and prepare for newly awakened life. Like your entire life is gonna change. Like once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. Like once you wake up, that's it. You have to finish the process. And it is a process. So you have to go through the steps. You have to go through. And the beginning is the awakening. Then it's the dark night of the soul. Then it's the sponge, the Satoru self. Let me break it down one more time. The spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, is the rough patch, the lowest. You reach the lowest of the low. You have to, there's nowhere to go but up from there. The sponge is, you made it through the dark night of the soul and you're ready to start your life. The Satoru self is awakening, and now you understand, like you understand what's going on. And then you have soul sessions. The soul sessions, my nose keeps itching. It can take time, it can take years, it can take decades for you to go through the soul sessions. So you're always going to be growing, healing, and evolving and learning new things. Then you go through the surrender. That's finally cutting out the things that no longer serve you. Release what doesn't serve you in your life. Habits, everything. The 7 is awareness, and service is the last step. Now you are aware, like you know what's up, like you know. And it's, you know, it's an awakening. We all go through it. Not everyone goes through it, because this has to be a conscious decision. It's not even conscious. It's just, it's not easy, and a lot of people don't want to do the work on themselves. So it is a process. It's a process, and you're always going to be learning, growing, healing, and evolving to someone new. So this is for anyone that is going through the spiritual awakening. I am going to include the timestamps for the, what is it? The process and stages of awakening. I'm going to include those timestamps. The 21 stages, I'm not going to include it, but I'm going to include the stages of awakening. So always lead with love, stay positive. Thank you for sticking it out. I went in 36 minutes. Oh my God. But thank you so much for watching. Always lead with love and have a great day.